guys, welcome back to another brand new Star Wars figure review. Next video we're going to finally take a look at one of the figures from the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in the Black Series scale, and that is this character here. This character is Jannah, who is one of the brand new characters for the movie. And before we look at Jannah, we'll take a look at the packaging that this one comes in. As you can see, there's nothing much different about the packaging for the new line. It's all kind of the same thing, all just as usual, just with the same description, Gregory Titus artwork and that. But there's the bio. If you want to pause the video and read that, just let the camera focus in. There you go. But I do like the artwork for this, especially capturing the character, because of course her first appearance was in The Rise of Skywalker. So that's always a good thing to see. It's it just keep going for the character. But now carrying into the figure itself. So Jannah is, as I said before, a brand new character for The Rise of Skywalker, and she's portrayed by British actress Naomie Ackie. And she appears at about the halfway mark into the film. It's one of the Endor moons that they go on to, and I forget what the name of the planet is, but it's the place with the Death Star wreckage that was in the trailer. And then she fights alongside the Resistance for the rest of the movie. And this one is a very, very cool figure. Having seen the character in action, it's really cool to see this figure be in the collection. It was good to start my Rise of Skywalker Black Series collection because I haven't had much time to buy figures recently. But this was a good one to start my Black Series collection from the Rise of Skywalker with. And your accessories included are a new sort of, kind of looks like one of those old pirate guns that you see pirates have in the Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow's sort of single shot revolver gun. That's kind of what she's armed with. Of course there is a holster down here so you can remove the thing and fit it in. It's a little bit of a squeeze when you try and get it in, but if you just sort of push it open, it'll fit right in like that. And the other accessory she comes with is a bow and arrow feature, and it's quite a bit of an effort to get off and on again, so I might have to do a case of pausing the video to get it off, but I'll wait that out a little bit first and we'll look through the other details, because also we've got arrows for the bow. One that's sort of 3 arrows, sort of meant to be in the caddy thing that she has in the back. I forgot what this thing's called. It's written on the database, I'll caption it there. It'll appear right there right now what it's actually called. But you also get a single arrow that can go into the bow. And of course she does have a cape for the character as well. So it's a good count of accessories on the occasion of the figure. And the facial sculpt is really good. Like, I really like the way they've done this. Like capturing Naomie Ackie as she appears in the movie. And like you capture the actress herself. It's really good. And even like the goggles mask thing that she has as well on her forehead. That all looks great. It's a great brand new character. Because I think she was actually my favourite of the new characters that we had in the movie. Probably with Richard E. Grant's General Pride being a close second. But this was a great character, great addition to have in the collection. Just all the detail Hasbro have gone into for making the figure. Like there's the shoes and the sort of the jeans that she's wearing. It's sort of reminiscent of Rey because of the way she and the others that she's with on the Endor planet sort of are. So that's always good to see. But yeah, of course the plastic cape is removable along with the bow and arrow which is stretched across. So I have to quickly cut the video now so that you can see what it looks like after I've taken it all off. So I've now got the bow removed from Jannah's back, and now you can have her posed with the arrow pointing out of the area. Unfortunately I'm not able to push the arrow all the way through the hole, because that's where it's meant to be, but mine seems to stick about part way in, so I might have to boil it to make sure I can fit it all the way through, just so I don't end up snapping it. You can probably see from there it is already slightly snapped, but at the same time that still looks pretty cool for the figure, and it's really a helpful part in helping display. Like I said, the cape is removable, but I'm not going to go through the effort of taking that off. The arrow holder thing is also removable because the pegs that hold the slot on there that you can see. They're just simple pegs, so one of them can be taken out, and then the thing can come off. So there we go. That just simply comes off like that. Then you can have Jannah without the arrow holder on her back. But this is such a good figure for such a good character in the Rise of Skywalker. There's a few bits I have to give a bit of criticism for, because the movie's of course come out, and I have seen it multiple times, and so yeah, you can see that I did enjoy it enough. But one of the things, because there was a bit of a backstory behind this character that was later revealed with Lando Calrissian in the visual dictionary, but the point is the movie never actually revealed that, so that was kind of something that didn't work out well, because it was like supplementary material. They reveal what happened, whereas they could have just revealed it in the movie that Jannah was Lando's daughter. Sorry guys, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm sorry for spoiling it there. But that's basically what we have from the movie. That's basically just how it goes. But I think she's a great character. This is a great figure to have with the character. I'm hoping they release a Finn from this line as well, so that I can stand them next to each other, because they're the ones that pursue Rey and Kylo when they're on the Death Star, and these two are sort of right behind them as they're dueling. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, but that's my figure of Jannah. Just give you that look at all the other little bits of detail on the figure. I'm not going to bother reattaching this, because it took me a couple of minutes to do that, so I'm just going to keep it as is. There's a full rundown of the figure, Jannah, from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. A good character from a decent Star Wars movie. I'd say now that it's all over, this new trilogy, I think, to be honest, my favourite off this trilogy, and I don't know if I'll get slack for saying this from some people, but Last Jedi was my favourite of this trilogy, and I'm constantly toying between Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker for the middle slot. So, yeah. But this is a good character nonetheless, even if the movie's good or bad. Jannah's a good character, and especially when you learn some of her character history in the film that we already know. Because there's a scene with her and Finn, and you learn a bit more about where she came from. That's all the good part. But the rest of it's sort of the visual dictionary kind of gives away the rest of it. So yeah, so if you want to know the full story, I'll have some of that down in the description. But I've enjoyed looking at Jannah from Star Wars The Black Series. I shall aim to try and get some more figures from The Rise of Skywalker in the Black Series line. I've just not had the money for getting them, so I'll kind of review what I've got recently in the past few months, but this is a good starting point. So yeah, I've enjoyed looking at Jannah, and do drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll leave a description to where you can buy this one if you like the look of it so much and want to have it for yourself. And do follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links are down there in the description. I'll see you next time.